Have you ever pondered whether the moon holds answers to questions we've asked for centuries? Well, today, we're unearthing secrets that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about the moon. And it all involves our favorite space pioneers, SpaceX and Blue Origin. Get ready to embark on a celestial adventure. But that's not all. There's a mystery brewing at Starbase, where even the elements are conspiring against us. We'll take a closer look at the fascinating investigation into the Starbase water deluge system. Could this be the cosmic enigma we've all been waiting for? And, as if that's not enough to pique your curiosity, the United Launch Alliance, ULA, has a holiday surprise for us. Stick till the end of the video to discover it. Let's dive in. In an exciting update from the 2023 Von Space Exploration Symposium, NASA shared their insights into the upcoming Artemis moon missions. Dr. Lisa Watson-Morgan, NASA's program manager for the Artemis human landing system, is at the helm of coordinating efforts with both SpaceX and Blue Origin for Artemis 3 and 5 missions. The focus is on ensuring SpaceX and Blue Origin stay on track for their 2025 launch window, with SpaceX working hard to complete the necessary testing for Starship. For SpaceX, the challenge is to complete around 15 to 17 Starship launches before the Artemis 3 mission. NASA's approach emphasizes the importance of focusing on smaller objectives per launch to ensure data accuracy, a strategy they've adopted from their experience with SpaceX and other partners. It's a step-by-step process where every test launch brings us closer to an epic moon landing. The countdown to the most epic lunar adventure is on, and you won't believe the incredible challenges SpaceX and Blue Origin are tackling. Before 2025, SpaceX has a laundry list of mind-blowing tasks. From proving their flight capability, mastering zero-gravity refueling, and even nailing that lunar touchdown and takeoff. It's like a cosmic obstacle course. But here's the kicker. NASA's Watson-Morgan isn't breaking a sweat over potential delays. She's got the inside scoop, and she's all cool and collected. You see, NASA isn't just about hitting deadlines. They're all about soaking up knowledge. The SpaceX tests, along with their secret tech procedures and hardware development, are priceless treasures. Now let's talk about Blue Origin's surprise act. On October 27th, Jeff Bezos dropped the curtain on their Blue Moon Mark I lander. It's all geared up for Artemis 5, taking flight in 2029. The 3-story, gleaming white and gold lander is a showstopper. Blue Origin is all about that extra prep time, with about 5 more years of testing than SpaceX. They're using SpaceX playbook and taking tips from NASA and Lockheed Martin. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, it's a race to the lunar surface, but if SpaceX stumbles, no biggie. NASA and SpaceX have it covered. And if anything goes awry, Blue Origin is ready to swoop in and save the day. It's a space saga worth tuning in for, and we're here for every twist and turn. Now let's dive into the incredible Starship Progress. SpaceX has been on fire, conducting a series of thrilling fuel and launchpad tests at their Batch Chicka Test Center on October 22nd, and again on the 24th. What makes it even more exciting is that they used a fully stacked Starship Super Heavy rocket for these tests, showing they're all set for a full flight. After their initial hiccup on April 20th, SpaceX has been relentlessly working on recertifying this massive rocket for a successful flight. But guess what? With repairs to the launch site and fantastic upgrades to the rocket itself, they're brimming with confidence to soar into the skies once more. The real jaw-dropper. On the 22nd, as if things couldn't get cooler, the SpaceX team fired up Starbase's brand new water deluge system. They cranked it to full power, using high press canisters and a final water tank. The result? An eruption of water that not only cools the steel plate beneath the booster engines, but also shields it from pressure and noise damage. It's a game changer and way more powerful than their original tests in July. You won't believe what's cooking at SpaceX and Blue Origin for their moon landing plans. Forget fuel tests, there's something bigger on the horizon. On October 25th, a bunch of folks from the Fish and Wildlife Service were spotted hanging out at Starbase. You know, SpaceX has been sweating it out to get their flight testing license recertified. And it's not just the Federal Aviation Administration they'd been in cahoots with. So, here's the scoop. While SpaceX ticked off all the mechanical boxes in September, those pesky environmental concerns were still hanging around. That's where our fish and wildlife pals come into play. They need to make sure the deluge system, which pumps gallons of water into Vac Chica, won't disrupt our local ecosystem with its different water chemistry. The FAA says this might take 135 more days, but they're crossing their fingers for a quicker resolution. This whole regulatory maze has been driving SpaceX up the wall, and it's not just them. The whole commercial space gang is feeling the heat. Talk of updating the rules is buzzing in Congress, as the space industry has gone through a crazy transformation in the past decade. We're all on the edge of our seats, waiting for faster responses from these organizations. So, here's the scoop. These space pioneers are eager to see some changes in the rulebook, and it's creating quite the buzz. You see, both companies are itching for fewer regulations, which would turbocharge their lunar dreams. But as you'd expect, that could make space travel a tad riskier. On the flip side, there's talk about funneling more cash into their ventures, allowing them to work their magic at warp speed. What's even cooler is the idea of a one-stop-shop regulatory body, cutting through all the red tape like a lightsaber through butter. Imagine not having to bounce between agencies like the FAA. NASA's even jumped on the bandwagon, pushing for a brand new regulatory framework that'd streamline the whole process. Now, whether they choose to loosen the reins or opt for more funding or a shiny new regulatory body, one thing's for sure. Starship is revving its engines, and we're right there with it. With a bit of luck and some awesome visibility, we might just see Starship soaring high and renewing its license by the year's end. We've got some exciting news to unwrap, just in time for a Christmas miracle. The United Launch Alliance, ULA, has lit up our festive season by announcing the highly anticipated debut of their Vulcan rocket on December 24th. Originally, this rocket was meant to soar through the summer skies, but it faced some real-life plot twists. Mechanical gremlins decided to crash the party, causing delays left and right. From hiccups in the Centaur upper stage to the B-4 engines brought to life by our pals at Blue Origin, all the way to the perky Paragon lunar lander, built by Astrobotic. They all danced the delayed development shuffle. And let's not forget the uninvited guest, the CO, COVID Oblivion, pandemic, which gate-crashed the festivities. Despite the roller coaster ride, the ULA persevered, and boy, is the Vulcan worth the wait. Imagine this. The Vulcan's first stage is powered by not one, but two B-4 engines, running on a combo of liquid methane and liquid oxygen. Yep, you heard it right, just like SpaceX's Starship. This fiery duo can muster a hopping 4,900 kilonewtons of pure power, allowing the Vulcan to hoist up to 7,000 kilograms into geostationary orbit. Now you might wonder how the Vulcan stacks up against Starship. Well, it's like comparing apples to oranges, or rather, rockets to starships. Starship outweighs Vulcan nearly tenfold, but that's okay, because the Vulcan is here to be the ultimate retirement party host. Say goodbye to ULA's workhorses, the Atlas V and Delta IV, because the Vulcan is here to steal the show. But wait, there's more. The inaugural flight isn't just about testing the Vulcan. Astrobotic's Peregrine moonlander is finally getting its shot at lunar glory. Packed with NASA experiments, it's ready to set foot on the lunar dance floor. The next few months promise to be a whirlwind in the space race. Starship might just snag their launch license in the next 3 months, and Blue Origin's New Shepard and New Glenn are getting prepped for their grand entrances. Oh, and let's not forget, our beloved Vulcan is celebrating its maiden voyage on Christmas Eve. Meanwhile, NASA's gearing up for a spectacular launch in November 2024. So, folks, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a cosmic adventure like no other. The countdown to these epic launches has begun, and we can't wait to witness history in the making. It is the season to explore the wonders of space, and the Vulcan's Christmas debut is just the start of an incredible journey. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all the cosmic adventures to come.